everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy at Attic Treasures, etc. And today I'm going to take the snippet strips that I made yesterday from the calculator tape and show you something fun to use them with. So these are the snippet strips that I made using this calculator tape roll that I found at a thrift store. And if you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the description as well as at the end of this video so you can catch that. So what I thought I would do with these today is, well, first of all, look, I made 5 of them yesterday, and that was a lot of fun. It was just, you know, something that I was using while I was crafting, and today I'm going to take these 5 and I'm going to make a masterboard with them. Now, I've made masterboards before, and I have to tell you, they're kind of intimidating for me to make when I see the big, huge thing. Big huge piece of paper that I have to fill up. But with these, it's a lot less intimidating. It's just one little strip of paper, but then when you have enough, then you can make a masterboard if you want to. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a piece of just a regular grocery bag, and I am going to glue these onto the grocery bag and then kind of connect them together. So I'm using this distress collage medium today, and you can use Mod Podge or whatever you have, but I'm using the collage medium just because I happen to really like this stuff. So I'm just gonna put the medium on the back of each strip as I go and attach it to the paper bag. So this is just going to be a super simple process. The nice thing about this is that you've already got all the collaging, well, most of the collaging done. We're going to do a little bit more as well, but most of it's already done. I mean, you've already done the work, so you might as well reap the benefits of it. And this is just, like I said, it's just a grocery bag. It was just something that I had, so why not use it? Use what you have, right? So how's everybody doing today? We've had some good weather, so hubby's mowing the lawn and getting all that stuff done. We're getting ready to take a trip in our motorhome for a few days, not very far away, but just someplace fairly close, just to get away for a couple of days. And I may or may not do some crafting on the road. We'll see. Depends on how much I want to take with me and how bad the weather's going to be when we get there, because we might not want to just sit in the motorhome all day. Okay, so I'm just butting these up as close to each other as possible, and then I'm going to connect them when I'm done. So, you know, sometimes it wants to lift up a little bit, and that's okay. You just put a little bit of glue underneath it and hold it down a bit. All right, well, now that I've got all of these glued down, I'm going to seal the top of it with some more of the collage medium, and then let it dry. So this helps the it helps seal it, for one thing, so that I can do other things to it without affecting this bottom layer, and just make sure everything is nice and glued down firmly. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be back. Okay, at this point, you may decide to do a couple of different things. You can sew on top of this, or if you're not ready to do anything else on it, because it's in strips, you can fold it so that it takes up less room than like a full-size masterboard. The advantage of having it on paper like this shopping bag is that when you turn it over, you've got automatic writing space. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next step, though. My thought process is that I want to cover up these lines, these edges, I guess, Yeah, I want to cover up the edges. So I'm going to use some of the washi tape that I made and put them on there. So this is a piece of wallpaper that I stamped on. So I'm going to use that. But first I'm going to ink the edges. So if you haven't seen the DIY washi style tape video, I'll link that in the description below. And you can learn how to make your own washi style tape. And once you learn how to do that, the possibilities are endless. You're going to think, man, I spent so much money on washi tape. And that's okay, because I did too. And you might still want to do that. You might still want to buy some of the commercial washi tapes out there. But when you can get a roll of tape at the Dollar Tree, and you have all these scraps and different things, why not just use them? Okay. All right, so those edges are covered up. And I have some of this one. So I can cut it. This is just regular double back, the red tape. I don't know what it's called other than the red tape, but then this is the Dollar Tree tape. And so I like actually just using the Dollar Tree tape because it works pretty well. And it's kind of like buying those rolls of paper towels where you can just take half a sheet if you want to, or a full sheet if you want to. So you can choose to take a thin strip, just one or two or three or however many you want. So this particular washi tape, oh, I forgot to ink the edges, that's okay, was made from some of the background papers that we made in the Playing with Inks video. Playing with Inks Part 1, I believe. Oh, I just really like the way that looks. So I have another, I have two more pieces. So by doing this step, now I'm kind of connecting the different strips. And again, just doing it in the strips is so much less intimidating than doing a whole masterboard at once. And then you can choose to connect two of them or three of them or however many you want. And just by using the grocery bags, then it is extremely economical. Okay, and then I've got some of this as well. This is just a washi tape strip or a sheet that I made from Book Page. So I'm gonna take two strips here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm not going off frame. Okay, and I'm also gonna trim off this excess here, just so I make sure that everything is stuck down. Because otherwise I'll have to go back and glue that little strip. Making washi tape is really fun. It's very liberating. I don't know about you, but when I find something like that saves me money, it's like making my own veggie broth. Every time I make my own veggie broth from scraps, another way I use scraps, I make it from vegetable scraps in my Instant Pot, and every time I do it, I hear this little ka-ching in my head because the veggie broth that we buy at the store is $4 for a quart. So, and I can make several quarts out of just the scraps from my vegetables. As I'm chopping vegetables, I just take like the potato peels and the onion, not potato peels, the onion peels and the carrot peels and all those kinds of things, and put them into a gallon freezer bag. I take the ends of onions, the ends of carrots, the ends of celery, and things like that. And what that does for me is that I just keep the bag in the freezer, and when it's full, then I make a batch of veggie broth. And I can store it in quart jars in the freezer or in the refrigerator. So I love how this is turning out. Okay, I'm going to give this another coat of Distress Collage Medium, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've put the final coat of Distress Collage Medium on here, and I have also cut the excess of the paper bag off and squared it up so that it's nice and even on all sides, so it ends up being about 11 1/4 by 12 inches. And in my next video, I'm going to further enhance this masterboard that we just made from the snippet strips and the washi tape, and we'll do even more to it. So if you got some value out of this, I would love it if you could like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for being here. If you're already a subscriber, I really appreciate you. And if you're here for the first time, I would love to have you subscribe. So again, a big thank you. And for more Make Ahead Monday ideas, go ahead and click on the playlist at the end of this video. And we'll see you in my next video for Tutorial Tuesday. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.